Hey guys, I'm just doing part two of the solo runs with bots, no mutators, no glitches. I'm going to be doing tunnel vision today, New York 2. Just previously had done New York 1 as a Hellraiser. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on how I run my class as a Hellraiser and a little bit as to how I set it up. Uh, so with the Hellraiser class, for me personally, there's tons of different ways you can run the Hellraiser. Well, a couple different ways. The first perk I choose is Here Kitty. C4 will attract the zombies for 5 seconds. That is my escape plan, essentially, if everything goes wrong. So, for example, if I start to get surrounded by zombies or a bull is charging at me or a lurker even, if I throw that C4, even if I get hit by a bull or lurker, they'll stop lurkering, bullying me, and get distracted by the C4. And I can either run away or blow them up or both. Um, I don't really use them on walls. Occasionally I do as defense, but the second one I choose is Welcoming Committee, mainly just because the other two are for claymores, and I'm not using claymores. And all that does is just add more mortars for your teammates to use, which can be very helpful if used properly. This next perk is a must, I'd say, no matter how you're running your class, unless you're doing all shotguns. Directed blasts, you deal 100% more damage to zombies with all explosives. So we're talking thumpers, we're talking that MGL you start with. We're talking payloads, rocket propelled grenades, you name it. 100% extra damage, crossbow. It turns the thumper into a two-shot kill on the bull. If you have the thumper and a C4 land by him and you shoot him with the thumper and it blows up the C4, it's an instant kill. You can kill two bulls essentially at the same time in anything in the area. So I think it's a must. Um, Wheatgrass, I always choose no matter what. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've lived by that 25% life. It's so important. Starting off with a tier 2 weapon, you'll find a tier 2 weapon. And if you're not able to get to a tier 2 weapon, you may not be ready for extreme. That's just the honest truth of that. And then my next perk I'll take that 100% chance to restore one equipment charge. I'll use that as a way to always keep C4. So I'll always keep one in reserve as like an emergency. But if I see a special infected, I'll always toss out my C4, blow it up, get my C4 back, and always make sure I have, if I can, at least one on me. And that way, if I do need bags, they're few and far and in between, and my teammates, like the fixers or the medics, can grab the stim bags and use them more frequently. The next one I'd choose third hand. Killing 15 zombies in rapid succession instantly reloads your primary weapon. That can be really helpful just because you unload a whole clip of, let's say, an assault shotgun, and it instantly reloads. That's 40 rounds you're shooting nonstop. And it stacks with some of your other perks, and I'll explain that as we go. Next, I do Scorched Earth. Just because if you throw your C4 in a tactical place, say the bull's in like a choke point, and then you have fire there, zombies take 4 seconds to burn to death, roughly. So if you throw it in a tactical area, you blow the C4, you kill special infected, or you're just looking to create fire in a pathway, works perfect. The other two are great if you're running your shotgun perks, just because you like running shotguns, and of course turn on Hole Punch, but I think it's far superior to run Scorched Earth and roll this with explosives. The next one I actually choose is the Thumper. I've been torn between Heavy Rain and Thumper, but I think the MGL, just as it is regularly, combined with our Direct Blast, is powerful enough. And the fact that you can get more Thumper shots from the ammo crates is super helpful. And also the fact that the Thumper's grenade is instant impact compared to the MGL, which is a bounce, which can sometimes screw you up. Say the bull is already about to charge, or about to charge. The Thumper is going to be instant impact and make him stumble, let you reload, shoot again. And then for the final perk, I never start with the breaching charge just because I know where breaching charge spawns are. And if you're not sure where they're at, check on Reddit, and I'll mark a lot of places where they're going to be because I'm going to be searching for every single one, or even maybe YouTube. But I always turn on job satisfaction. You get 15 zombies in rapid succession. It gets you basically like a stim boost. So that can be really helpful, especially if you're running low on health and you know you can get that 15 kills with a thumper shooting into a huge crowd of zombies or your MGL. Now, Predator in the perfect world would be far superior, getting that 100% extra damage for 10 seconds. That's quite a large period of time. I just find that like this in a tight situation, say you're the last man standing, which is honestly the case with me a lot of the times, can be the difference between making it and not making it. And then next thing I was just going to cover with you all too is just if you're new to the game, try to get since the Hellraiser starts with a shotgun, try to get your levels weaponed up all the way to level 5. It'll have a silencer on it. It makes the game so much easier. When you turn corners and you see a lurker, you can take him down no problem. And then also just making sure your pistol's leveled up to 4 with the silencer, not 5, because it is unsilenced. Does more damage, it's really not worth it. It does sound nice. So if you're playing like horde mode, slap that on. You don't need silencers. And the gold pistol is essentially useless. It's just just looks pretty. But, I mean, the damage is terrible. Well, I mean, the damage is good, but it's a loud weapon. And then after that, after you get your tier 1 weapon leveled up, work on your variety of weapons. Pick up anything you can. Once you see the bars filled up to the next level, like say it's filled up to 2 and you're in game, move on to another gun. Do as many as you can. If you're trying to beat extreme though, stick with guns you have leveled up that are silenced and powerful. Tier 3 guns are always, if you can get your hands on those, they're by far superior. More damage, more bullet penetration, larger magazines. You just can't go wrong with them. My personal favorite's the bullpup. But yeah, we're gonna run this as a Hellraiser. If any of you guys have any requests for me playing these maps as a specific class, gunslinger, medic, whatever, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll make a video of it. But I figure I'm gonna do these all as a Hellraiser and maybe go through them again as a different class. But yeah, here we go. Figuring out how to share this onto our Facebook group for the PS4.
This can't be good.
I don't trust this psycho. Open up!
Fun little thing. Notice the man from Japan 3 is in this train. Got a little cheap on the models, I suppose.
What's going on?
Well, it appears my associates on the
You can find guns sometimes in these 2 corners.
or deceased.
Sometimes occasionally you'll get a really good weapon like crossbow or a sniper rifle. Usually it's like tier 1 or a machine pistol or whatnot. Watch out for gas tanks coming through this area because you shoot one, it'll set off the hordes and then they'll just keep coming. Oh yeah, also to explain the weapons. So if you hold the touchpad to the left of options, you can see in the bottom right corner, my gun's obviously 550 XP out of 550. But when you're leveling up your guns, keep your eyes on that. Once you hit, like say you're level 1 and it gets to level 2, swap out for different guns, start leveling up something else, just so you can keep moving forward. But yeah. Lurkers usually spawn right there every time. And you can see on the bottom right there, just that kill got me another C4. And I don't even need a bag at this point.
Stevie, we reached a closed gate.
Yeah. Now we rigged those up so the Zeke couldn't stumble in. There's multiple switches to open them. Some of them are on timers,
Always shocked when I find things back here, but it does happen. Also, fun fact, this thumper is a silenced weapon. Doesn't make sense, I know, but that's just the way it is. Alright, so if you look outside this gate here, there's usually two types of zombie spawns. You'll get zombies that are just all over the place. You know, they're spawning top, bottom, middle. And then you'll notice, like right now, it's empty. They are literally all in the office. And there's a little simple strategy you can do by yourself or with a team. And take care of all the zombies rather quickly. This is my favorite way that they spawn. So obviously running impacts how the zombies hear and see you, as well as, you know, how many will chase you. So I kind of lead them out. I don't know if you've seen Zombieland, but it's very similar. I'll just run in, run out, run back to this corner over here, have my team post up here, and we'll just kill them all. The bots are, I don't know what Angel's doing, but really don't want to shoot him. Lurkers spawned behind me, I can hear in my headset. But you can see how easy that was. There's a few more in there, probably inside, locked away. When you're doing this strategy though, make sure you don't shoot the gas tank that's usually back there. And the lurker warped over.
Creeper neutralized.
Why it's important to stay quiet for this first part? Yeah, another gas tank, but you'll notice that no bulls or gas bags or anything have spawned, and it's just lurkers. As soon as you go loud for the first time, you're loud the whole time. Being loud after you've been loud will make it so that it definitely more zombies spawn, but it's just a matter of time before the game says, hey, here's another horde. Just how it works. But at the beginning, you can be quiet for as long as possible. So this is a breach spawn here. Another one back here. If I miss any too, feel free to comment on the video. Sometimes you'll find a good tier 2 gun there. Another breach spawns right here. There's one. To activate the next portion, you have to go up to the door to initiate the dialogue. Medkits will occasionally spawn here. On extreme mode, you're not going to get prompts for switches, so you're going to actually find the switches themselves. There's one on the top floor, one on the bottom floor, and then one in the office. Obviously, the one in the office is way easier to find than the other ones. And after you play it a few times, you'll get an eye for it. And also, staying quiet makes finding the switches so much easier. There ain't nothing worse than running around in a panic trying to find these switches with a bull on your back and a gas bag, and you hear the tick-tick of a bomber behind you as well. So, there's the other switch. Just being cautious, lurkers respawn. The bots are so good at taking out stragglers. And there's the last switch.
We gotta move fast. Stevie, we cleared the second gate.
Congrats. You're smarter than a sack of rotting entrails.
Over here.
Now with a team of people, you can do this way faster, of course. Communication's so important in this game. You know, just saying, ooh, carbine. Just saying like where you're going to go, what you're going to search, stuff like that. A lot of people don't actively talk. You know, it helps out a lot. Just the more you communicate what you're doing and where on extreme, the better off you're going to be. Did I say that there's a breach spawn back there? Well, yeah, I found one. Sorry. My short-term memory is crap sometimes.
Look here.
An extra med kit.
Everybody good? Let's move. Shit.
This is the first horde area, obviously. You guys probably know that. You'll see kind of what I was talking about with a horde just coming in regardless of the fact that I've been silent this whole time. Probably going to start raining zombies down from the top, which is fine. But you'll also notice they don't throw bulls or anything into the mix usually. Lurker spawns usually right in there on the left. And he'll respawn there, so watch out. Oh, that AK loaded in so late. Yeah, you can hear him coming down above me. So when the horde comes, I just get into my corner. Or a corner. Just somewhere where I can get good line of fire. One nice thing about the bots is they're just... The zombie could literally be 180 degrees behind you, up in the corner of a ceiling, and they will just know and just start unloading. One thing they're terrible at is rescuing you from lurkers. They will literally one by one get killed by the same lurker. Yeah, tons of heavies around, tons of equipment, especially when you're running solo. I personally prefer the sporting carbine over the AK just because of the bullet penetration, especially on this horde, and the accuracy of it, but to each their own, of course, you know. So defense kits are something you want to hold on to for this horde. They're really not worth putting down. If you want to throw a stationary down, you go for it. I honestly think for either horde, they're really not that important. It's really a shame that I don't have two hands to take these auto turrets because I save all the auto turrets for this top portion over here to be able to use the boring machine and have something watching my back because those auto turrets are extremely accurate. So you can hear a horde coming even though I've been quiet. So now I'm going over here for a reason, just because I want to show you something, a way you can strategize if you're not playing solo, say you're playing with a team. Can't believe he's already in there.
Creeper neutralized.
Get him, bots. Obviously you can mark things. You can see what you have in the next area. So, where I'm marking right there is a breach spawn. It's not there, obviously.
I see a defense kit.
It looks like I've got an auto turret,
Here. Look.
a payload, which is decent for bulls, another MGL,
Got a defense kit here.
and an auto turret. So I have my two auto turrets and an extra one
Look here.
for the finale. Now, because I'm playing solo and there's an extra auto turret here, I am going to place one down because I just can't carry anymore, and it would just be a waste to even use the auto turret. But I'm going to put this auto turret somewhere where it's close to me, somewhere where it's easy to refill. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here.
I got us an auto turret.
And we're going to start the horde. And I'll show you my personal strategy for the horde here, and then kind of discuss some of the other strategies.
The tunnel door is opening.
Oh yeah, another breach spawn is going to be right there. And again, it's a shame I don't have extra hands. I mean, I got people I can invite, but I'm sick and true to the solo run. So I post up in this corner here. You can shoot at the zombies as they come, but I mean, really you're going to be doing most of your damage standing here, shooting at the wall of zombies from the side so you can get max penetration with your guns. And then if you have other players with you, they'll be standing over on the opposite side, aiming, shooting at the wall. The first horde, they're going to hit both sides. There's that health boost. But this is a relatively easy horde. After one of the patches they did, they sure made this a lot easier. You just got to make sure that they don't get up. And if you're running your class like you have mine, it's really not that difficult. Already at almost 200 kills, and I've been even... There's heavies everywhere, too. I really should be using, like, MGLs and stuff. So after you take out that first wave, you'll notice that they're going to start spawning topside. That's perfectly normal. And they're only going to hit one wall. So kind of focus your attention on the zombies dropping in, and then keep your eye on the one wall that they're at. So the bots are doing a pretty good job at this current point in time. I take that back, of watching the side. But I'm just going to go ahead and use my heavy and take care of these guys. I haven't even heard that auto turret shoot. So, that's it. Done. Bots are fine. He's a little late. Watch the lurker respawn. He loves to spawn here. One thing about the Thumper, though, it will eat your ammo up. So just be careful on using it. I'm really only going to breach this door just because I would breach this door if I had a whole team of 4 people, because you have the potential to get 4 auto turrets. And if you can have 4 auto turrets in that finale over there, you're so much better. You're so well off. So well off. Again, it's a shame I don't have more hands, but
Got some defenses. Over here. Look. What's in here?
good old MGL.
To mama.
Oh, the other breach. Before I forget.
We're dead if we just sit here.
Toby!
Let's check out that big vent.
Ah.
Reloading.
Well, I pissed him off. He'll come out now. Maybe. No, he's chilling.
I've got a breaching charge.
No, he warped. Do you hear that? He's in the office now. Lurkers are extra-dimensional beings. They are capable of magic.
Creeper down.
Arnetta, Bunko, Angel, what are we doing? See if we can get through that vent. Gotta shut that fan off. There's a switch right here.
This is also a respawn point for your team. If you need to, if everyone's like basically dead, you could, in theory, before you climb up here and hit the button, kill them. Unless somebody's already climbed up. I can't remember if it's after you hit the button or before. Even just entering the area. Now, it's the same thing with this next area. If you stay quiet, it's still going to throw zombies at you, but they're less intense. Lurkers right around the corner.
Creeper neutralized.
So there are gas tanks down here, and you want to keep your eyes peeled for them. In this situation, I just go for leg shots. As much as headshots are nice and everything. Just a safer bet. So you can see that they're spawning behind me, which makes no sense. We've been completely quiet, so again, my theory kind of proves true. At a certain point, the game's just going to throw hordes at you. But we'll see if they actually throw bulls or whatnot in there. But looks like it's just zombies. You can tell if you're actually loud, the bots will switch off their silenced pistol and go straight loud. Where are you? Hey.
Creeper neutralized. Ugh. The lower level is filled with gas.
The pipe. We can climb over it to get inside.
Gotta be something. Look here.
Oh, I love the revolver. Such a good gun. Single shot to the body. Bullet penetration's good. Just the accuracy can be tough sometimes. Oh man, crossbow. Ooh, that's a tough call. I'd have to be loud though. I'm tempted to just do it.
I'll take what I can get. Ventilation is dead. We've got to fire it up to clear out the gas. Look, another fan switch. That should turn on the ventilation.
In theory, I could rely on the bots a bit more.
The gas level is dropping.
And my knife.
We can drop down a level.
Sometimes a crate will spawn here. Key tip in meleeing on extreme, don't over melee. Just knock them back. Knock them back and shoot. If you're out of ammo, knock them back. Back up. Let your melee regain. Hit them again. I'm only really going to look for these breach spawns just for the benefit of just showing them everybody where they're at. So again, this is a silent gun, so I'm safe to do this and not go loud.
Air's good down here.
Knock them back. Check out your surroundings.
It's not going to be safe down there until we air it out. I'm reloading.
I think we're officially loud. Yeah, we're officially loud. Got gas bags coming in, bulls. Okay, so this is where that C4 is key. Even in that situation, bomber bailed. I really should have stabbed him, but no choice. So C4 out. I'm going to let the bulls come close to it. Bam, dead. Now I'm going to try to save this one C4 I got.
Look, another fan switch.
I didn't even have to pop it. Until I get a respawn on it. Obviously use it in emergency. Hit the button to start the next sequence. Make sure you get some ammo.
This vent panel's missing a key. Stevie,
And now we're looking for bodies.
Unless you can breathe poison,
Lurker and breach spawn right there. Man, it's giving me lots of breaches. Just gonna sneak by these guys. Some people will hide in here when it gets busy. I personally prefer where those giant gas tanks are. But as the fact being that I'm in here currently, I am going to lock myself in here. But usually I'm on the other side when we're searching. Another medkit. Guess I could heal Arnetta. I'm just going to wait. I'm pretty sure there's a breach spawn here. I don't find that one too often. I know that there are breach spawns in this room, but I usually am on the other side searching. This room seems to confuse the zombies, I've noticed. One thing the bots will do is screw up your groove on the rooms. They will not shut doors, and they will sure as hell bust them open, so why I don't like being in these rooms is I'm totally uncertain as to the dynamic of what's going on outside. Literally around that corner outside, there could be, for all I know, tons of zombies, you know. More in the other place I'm going to show you where I normally hold up. It's predictable. You kill all the zombies, and then, you know, you continue searching. So, but that's my preference. Play with a lot. This lurker is magical, I swear. If he's here, no, he's not. He'll jump right through that door. And my C4 didn't even pop. He teleported. Did you hear that? This is where I usually hold up. Just watch for lurker spawns when you get down to the end. Make sure your butt's all the way against this wall so the zombies don't spawn in. But what I like about this spot, I almost hope we get hoarded again just so I can show. It's really easy as a Hellraiser to defend it. Very easy, especially if you have your MGL on your back and you have 1 or even 2 equipment. Man, there's so many medkits. Okay, so as soon as I hear zombies, I'm out. That is my sign to get out of here. Get to all the way back. Now these guys are definitely going to get in the way. Angel, you soldier. They're probably going to die. I guess I could C4 for you. Come on over. Come on. So very easy to hold down. That fire comes into play, the zombies are literally just falling into it. Only downside about the weapon loadout I have right now is I literally can't kill the screamer from here. If you have, say, an assault rifle, it's so easy to just aim up at his legs. Oh, Deshaun, you the man. Listen for the music to end. That's when you know you've played this game too much. Alright. Well, Arnetta, I just healed you, but I'll heal you again. Oh wait, I was going to heal you. Good thing I didn't. So yeah, take care of the bots when you can. But always try to save 1 medkit for yourself. So I've probably got like 30, maybe 45 seconds before I get hit again here with the horde. Got to be careful about lurker spawns in this area.
This guy doesn't have the key.
Because I swear, 1 lurker can wipe out all the bots you got. And we have the key. Literally the last body I search. Back to the safe spot. I know I have the key, but it's just not worth it. Come on, guys. Tons of special infected. So that's C4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another C4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got another bull coming in. This is where your MGL is going to come in. Oh, I didn't even pop the C4. Look at these bots. They're doing a fantastic job. I don't even have to shoot. I take that back.
What the hell are we waiting for? Use the key.
Creeper down.
As you can see, I'm out of ammo. So now if I need more ammo, I'm going to have to go all the way down to the very bottom. Now, I do remember that there's that med kit. Sometimes there's a tier 2 gun there. I do know that there's that med kit upstairs, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab the one that's down here. And I have the breach that I'm going to use, probably on the store, so.
No key here either.
What?
That room can be decent to hold up in. There's a lurker that spawns in there.
There's some down below the gas.
But all it takes is a gas bag and a bomber to get you trapped in there.
Gotta go down. Drop that screamer.
So this will be where, like, either you can run back up to the safe spot if you can make it there. Based on my headset, they're spawning literally right above me. I'm going to attempt to get to that spot, and I'll use my C4 as a way to get out of sticky situations. So I'm running. No lurkers. Check for the lurker spawn. I'm here. The bots are just going to have to make it. Here they come. Obviously, I'm not going to shoot because they're either going to make it or not. It's sink or swim for these guys right now.
We gotta go into the gas to find the key. I took down the infected.
Okay, so I'm gonna let the bull kind of rush me. I'm gonna show you how good this C4 can. Oh, never mind. He didn't even stand a chance. I was gonna show you how you can just stop his charge. A lot of you guys probably already know this, but just for the people that don't, I'm gonna assume that you don't. Damn, nice shot. It blew his hat right off. Okay, so it's now time to look for the key. Very helpful if you talk with your teammates and say, I'm going to search the front or I'm going to search the back. I'm obviously going to search the front. Don't really have to worry about lurker spawns down here. Just don't stay down here for too long. Don't search more than one body. You can do it on very low health. You just have to know where you're going and you have to take the shortest path. So that's all the bodies that were up front. Now I have to go to the back, so.
Over here.
Body there. That's a live body. And another horde. So I'm going to play it a little bit more risky. I'm going to play it how I normally would play it. Which definitely has a little bit more risk. I'm just going to run this spot right here. They love to spawn in that room. Done. Help. So this is the bull situation. We'll let happen. Boom. Stops him. Done. Got my C4 back. And we got a nice campfire.
Look here.
Note a bag there. Good for your fixers if you need a bag for the end.
No key here.
I'm gonna run up this side so I just don't get caught climbing. Bots don't take damage from the gas because they are not human. It's gotta be this body right here, unless there's one in the middle left portion. I think there's a breach spawn somewhere on this bottom floor, but I really don't have much luck with finding that one. At least when they initially made this game, for multiple patches, I know that they were down there.
I was a minute from passing out.
I swear hitting that button spawns in zombies just on its own, so try to hustle going downstairs. Get your ammo. There's usually tier 2 weapons or med kits. All my bots are doing pretty good, but they're probably not going to make it through this. There's a really good chance that they are just going to die on the way, which is fine. So this is also a respawn point too. Excuse me, when you hit the button upstairs, that's a respawn point when you use the key. Now stand up here, take a look, because you can kill the zombies that are in the area with loud weapons, and it won't set the horde off. They'll come over, but that's about it. If you have a exterminator with fire mines, putting one facing this way will help you out a ton, because they do spawn in here somehow, some way. It doesn't make sense, but they do. But as you can see, there's a crate, and I'll just kind of mark in a circle. I know where things are going to be. I don't normally mark everything like I am right now. There's usually just stuff right here and then here. So just based on the dynamic that we have right now, we're all full health. I got a crossbow. I've got a med kit. That's probably going to either have equipment or a tier 3 gun in it. So I'm going to go check out that crate just because I'm confident. A lot of people will run right by it. But if I get stuck, I'm just going to use that C4 to get out of the situation. So, yep, equipment. So, might as well.
Shit! Swarm above!
Shit! They're dropping! Run!
Get some kills.
Found a screamer.
You don't have to kill him. He's just annoying to me. Some people will sprint through this. Man, that zombie's glitching. Which isn't a bad idea, but don't run through to your death. Breach spawn right there. Again, using the C4 just to run right past them. I'm not even going to pop it. Make sure my homies are clear. C4 again. There's a breach spawn over in that corner. I'm just going to hit the button. Ooh, whoops. And that's how you can get through that one. Staying calm can just be so helpful, too. One thing you'll notice with the bots, too, is they really work together as a team. They stick with you. You know, they're watching all sides of you. If you replicate that, you're gonna... If you're a good team, you're going to replicate the similar things. Obviously, they have aim bots and whatnot, but, you know, if you're communicating, you're like, got 2 people look on the rear, 1, you know, while you focus on the top, and let your teammates know when you're moving forward. It just makes life so much easier. And horde spawn. Stay here and kill them. Try not to get over there when the horde's coming. It's a really easy way to get killed. Breach spawn is right here. Lurker just respawned where I was at. Do note that that is a thing. Nothing worse than going back there to breach a door by yourself and then just get wrecked. Oh, he teleported. Well, I missed, but hit him at the same time. Breach spawn over there. Now, since I didn't have a breach spawn here, you can also recheck, I think, doing this. But since I don't have a breach, I'm going to just drop down with my breach, save it for the final area. Now, I typically will run... Damn it, I did not want to set that fire. It's not super vital, but, you know, obviously I could save it. Corner up again. This is a horde that's going to always come, usually. It's the storm before the storm, I guess you could say. As you can see, that 15 kills helps a ton. It's got that nice health boost. I don't think I've gotten hit yet, so I'm going to breach this door and then head upstairs and put my auto turrets down. Breaching will set off the horde, but I think if you do it soon after a horde spawns in, it won't. I could be wrong, but that's my theory. So 2 auto turrets here. They're going to kind of watch my back while I stand up here. I usually stand up here alone, have my team stand down there. I'm not even going to open this crate because if I need a med kit and I'm low health, I know it will spawn one in there for me.
Got some defenses.
Now my other two favorite spots to put them are right here, because then it's kind of a trifecta.
Auto turret ready.
Watch for lurker spawns. Battle rifle is an amazing gun. Good for that bullet penetration again. Good for hordes. Another auto turret.
Look, gotta be something.
The bullpup, man. If I'm not playing this class, that is my favorite gun. Just the distance and the damage it does. You can blow a bull's face mask off with the whole clip of it. If your teammates are shooting with you, it's much less than that. Don't wait too long. You want to start this before another horde comes, because usually that's what gets people. The pre-horde kills them all. I'm going to break down all the different parts of this horde. So, if they come from the center portion, it's a fake horde. They just jump to their death. It's been that way since day one. They haven't patched it. Apparently, it's just supposed to do that. Zombies are probably going to spawn on my left and right next. So yeah, one on the right. You can see him spawn in on the left there. That is a real zombie horde. But I have my boring machine. Now the bots are doing their own thing, which is fine. They'll do fine. If you have 10 seconds left and you're going for the boring machine, you're too late. You need 15 seconds, I want to say, to actually get this thing down there and have it be effective. You're better off going to a heavy weapon, and do make sure you release it. Just because you won't save CV in time. So it'll only hit one side of the train for the first round. You're going to get some back spawn after you kill them, and then it's going to hit you on both sides. This is the hard part. So you want to use your heavy on the side that does not have the boring machine, or you want to use heavies on both. So I'm going to use the boring machine on this side, and then I'm going to pull my MGL out and blast the other side. Got 25 seconds, that's plenty of time. There's no more zombies really spawning on this side. Nice and calm. I could even chuck some C4 down there, to be honest. And then that's the end of the train. So once you wipe out the train, they're done coming for the train. I essentially at this point have the horde. It's won. Now I can just mop it up. At this point, I'd drop down, go to the other side, go into the corners. And that's it. Now all the bots lived. I don't think I took any damage. Almost got 1,000 kills.
Hallelujah! Oh, the day of miracles has come. Well, thanks for the assistance, my darlings. I'll see
Any of you veterans remember when Angel would have no head here? I miss those days. It was always amusing to watch.
Honestly, you Yanks have no sense of humour. Now hurry up and get on a bloody train.
I'm so glad I shouldn't say it, but I'm so glad I haven't gotten blue screened right now. That always happens. At least for me. Very frustrating when you get blue screened when you're trying to get your maps done. All you can hope for is to get back into the game and hope that your friends have put it on private. Again, if you guys want me to try to beat this with a different class, like something else you have at level 30, let me know. 35 specials, 759 zombies. Apparently I didn't help anybody. Somehow I took damage. I don't get that. I swear I didn't. But anyways. Yeah. Apparently the bots can't make headshots. I swear I saw one of them blow their head off, though. But 1,000 points, 15 blue points. And that wraps up New York 2 on Extreme. So if you guys have requests on, classes you want me to run or how I run my classes, feel free to leave a comment. And if you need help with maps, I don't mind helping. Just reach out to me through my gamer tag with a message, and then ideally be level 30 and have your tier 1 weapon at least silenced and your pistol at least to level 4 and a tier 3 gun to level 5, just so you have the weapons actually handle some of the harder maps like New York 4. But I hope this video helped you guys. I'm going to do another one next weekend, and I'll do New York 3. And yeah, we'll keep this series going.